Hey, out there in YouTube land, full throttle kind of guy. If you own a Ford Festiva, this happens to be an SE, and every time you get in the car and you hear a little weird knocking sound coming from behind the dashboard, you've probably got a blend door actuator problem. The only really fix for it is to replace that sucker. You've come to the right place. Check it out. Stick around. I'll show you the parts, tools needed, so you can get the job done. Get it done right. Save yourself that grip of cash. So, hey, ain't gonna let you down. It's a full throttle kind of guy. It's your boy. Holla at your boy. Hey, out there in YouTube land, full throttle kind of guy. In a rare take-two situation, you get people constantly interrupting, and you know how that is when you're working on shit. Anyways, I'm over. I'm working, visiting my mom, trying to work on her car. She's got a 2015 Ford Fiesta SE, and I believe with any of the newer cars that there's a common problem that these things fail all the time. It's called the blend door actuator. When you get in the car, you start it up and you hear tick, 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 this knocking sound. It's a blend door actuator. There's a gear that just goes bad. Why the auto manufacturers continue to screw consumers, beyond me. But anyways, these things go out like nobody's business. So anyways, so again, simple diagnosis is you start the car as it's starting, it's cycling itself. It doesn't know if it's going to, through the HVAC system, doesn't know if it's heating or cooling. It's trying to figure things out and it's trying to reset itself. So you hear that tick, 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 tick. Had looked it up, tried to figure out, what was going on. Bottom line is, I went to my local parts store. I got a Dorman part, 604-400. And then I had to run down to Harbor Freight and go pick up the specialty tools I needed. I got big meat hooks, so trying to get into tiny spaces is not bueno. So anyways, I needed Pittsburgh, the 8-bit socket set, because it has the T20 head. You're gonna need a T20 for this job. And then a tiny right angle or left angle, they just call it a right angle, to help with the job. Nice thing, it has a spinner on it, so you can get enough of your hand in there to get this done. When you look at these parts, and just to kind of show you, here's the factory part. Look how thin this dog turd is. And then here's the replacement part, because Dorman don't want warranty repairs, and they do it right the first time. So anyways, I think it cost like $39 as of today. With tax, it was like $45. Now, the big question is where is the part? Sometimes consumers will go to less than reputable shops and they tell them, oh, we got to pull out your dashboard, this, that, and the other thing, and a whole bunch of other hooey. Well, this is for the 2015. I presume the earlier models. I don't know anything about 2016 and above because, again, this is the only thing I'm working on right now, and I'm taking care of mom. So anyhow, for this car, it's behind the glove box. So take out your glove box, and I'm going to flip this real quick. I hate when people kind of ramble, so I'm all business, man. I don't got time to BS, so give me just a second. Okay, I'm back. So it's like Ford already knows what's up. So what they do is the glove box, basically when you pull it down, there's tabs, pull the tabs, it'll drop. And it's just resting on these little clips, so you can pull the actual whole glove box out. They already took care of all the business end of that junk. Here's the plug for the blend door actuator. There's a little red clip that'll expose it. And then there's a little retaining clip in here. You just pressure, apply a little bit of pressure. It pulls it right out, and you're good to go. This is where the blend door actuator is actually housed. And then, like I said, I've already got the parts out, so I'm fixing to put it back in. But I just wanted to show you on this model, it's got the simple driver's information center, not like the backup camera or anything like that. It's right there. Sometimes people will have to get into the steering column. You got to take that junk off, lower the steering column, and then the space to work. You got to be basically a 5-year-old to get in there, because if you got any man-sized arms in that, you're going to be screwed. So anyways, that is where it's at. And honestly, it takes longer to get the parts together, get the specialty, wrenches and whatnot. And you can use them again in the future, and they pay for themselves. But Instead of you going to a dealership or to a service center and them, getting you for, $120 an hour and up or whatever, plus their markup on the parts and that, tentatively this could be a $500 job if you don't know. But if you do know, you can fix it yourself for under $60 and that it's done right and you're going to be good to go. Now, the only other thing I would say before you put your blend door actuator back in, you may have to reclock this unit because it may be out of sync. So that's just one thing to kind of keep in mind. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible because I've seen other videos on this and they kind of ramble on and they talk about other crazy stuff. I'm just all about the facts. So let me go ahead and let me do my thing. Okay, so before I start the rodeo, I got all my parts together. I put everything in a little bag. I got the little clip. There's the wrench ready to rock and roll. Here's the old one. And like I said, the reason why I'm taking a look at that is because there's this line on there. You're going to see where the clocking of the shaft is. I said shaft. And so you have to look at the orientation on this. And that's where you can see that the gearing on this, and I don't know if because it's white and it's kind of like really bad weather right now, it kind of is giving that crazy hazy effect. But that's basically what I need to see and then reclock that door in there. So let me just go ahead and by reclocking, you can just stick your fingers to the actual actuator or the blend door itself and move it around. I believe it just clocks around 180 degrees or 360 degrees, something like that. Okay, there's a new blend door actuator in, just to keep your life, simple. When you put it on, just kind of clock it low, and then you can feel it guide itself in, and then it spins in. There's a guide pin for the housing to lock up against, so you don't go, bonkers and ruin something or break the brand new part you got. So again, that's half the battle. The biggest thing, this screw will go in no problem. You'll get it in and under about 30 seconds. It's that back screw. That one's going to be changing your life. That one's probably going to be about a 5-minute job. Barring you drop that screw, then you're really going to have a fun time. So again, to put the part in, under 15 seconds, I got it lined up and ready to lock and load. Okay, back screw wasn't too bad. And I figured out why they use the T20s as opposed to like a flat tip or a Phillips head screw. The T20 provides a shoulder where you can get that bad boy in. So it's already clipped and locked and loaded, ready to rock and roll. Just got to put the retaining clip back in. But anyways, going back to the T20, provides a shoulder where the screw actually locks on to the actual tool itself. And then from there, what it does, it provides that anchor where already clipped, ready to do it. So it actually reduces the risk of that thing dropping and then falling off into oblivion and you going just absolutely psycho. So I guess here's the end result to see what's up. And let me go ahead and I'll start this bad boy up and see what's crack-a-lacking. So of course, put the keys, because God forbid. I'm at the age where I wear cargo pockets all the time because of the military. So it's just comfortable too. Oh, look at that. No more tick, tick, tick. So here, I'll just for proof. Nothing going on there. Turn on the blower. So it's running. There's the AC. There's the shifting air. Technology is so stupid. Anyways, so there you go. Honestly, from start to finish, you had all the tools, everything good to go. Whatnot. Bang this job out. Honestly, from start to finish, 15 minutes tops, and that's BSing around, maybe getting a little drink, adult beverage and whatnot. But that's all it is, man. This is something, if you look it up, there's a lot of unreliable information. I know mine was pretty scant, but at the end of the day, it's such a simple freaking thing that anybody can do it. And so, if anything, like I said, if it's a family member or whatnot, or like you're taking care of yourself, or kids and whatnot, hey, this is something you can do, and even maybe walk them through it and show them how to do it, give them their independence.
I know it's one of the world's awkwardest camera angles, and they're really intimate and whatnot, but you know me, I'm a little different like that. But there you go. Hey, so for less than, between tools, parts, maybe it was like altogether 50 bucks, 52 bucks, 55 bucks, something like that. So, dude, you can save some major cheddar that way. Get out there and do it yourself. Give it a shot. You're smart. You can do it. I believe in you. So, here you go. Sorry, I got a little bit long towards the end, but I got all excited, man. I'm all pumped. So, whoop, one for the good guys. You know, hey, corporate America, stick that in your butthole.